begin. So, the lore for this run is yesterday I have a weird schedule on Thursdays. So I have like 2 sections of class and then like a 3-hour break in between them. Also, I think there's a reset in this footage. Is there? No, there's not. Let me see. Wait. 186? 186? Nope, there's not. Oh yeah, there is. Look, there's a there we go. Here we go. Get rid of the Come on. Come on. There we go. Okay. So the lore for this PB, can you hear the game audio by the way? I hope you can. Is on Thursdays I have a weird schedule where I have a 3-hour break between classes. So I have like one thing in the morning and then the rest in the like afternoon basically. So I figured, because I was really bored just sitting around waiting, I figured I'm gonna bike home and I'm gonna do a run of any percent. So I went home, I put on some YouTube videos on my second monitor, and I just went on a run. And that is gonna be the footage you're witnessing right now, because I got a PB, and I have posted the splits in the Discord. But if you haven't seen those, I won't ruin the fun. So you can take guesses, chat. We can do that. You remember when we used to do the timer guessing game in 112, guessing the timer with loads? This is kind of like that. You get to guess what the final time is. If you know it, don't say it, okay? Also, Funny Moth, welcome, welcome. The game audio is very quiet. Are you sure? It looks very loud to me on the display. It's fine? Okay. So I might, I could be baiting you in the stream title, chat. I could have gotten a 32 offline. That would be crazy, right? Just watch the Animal Well making of documentary and you're in it? Wait, what? No, I'm not. Wait, are you serious? How? How would I be in that? Okay, so I'll commentate this run as well. I was just vibing, so I was watching Northern Lion stream highlights on my second monitor. This is the PB reveal. This run is very funny, by the way, chat. I think you'll enjoy this, even if you know what the outcome is. Even if you know the outcome, I think you'll find this run very funny, especially the end. Especially the end of this run. I can hardly hear the game audio? Really? You hear the nail slash, right? Bah. This is about as loud as the regular game audio, is it not? Somewhat quiet. I actually don't know if I can do anything about that. Am I allowed to do this mid-run? It's on 100. I can't do it. Is that... Okay, well that won't mess up the submission. That's fine. Very quiet compared to you. Yeah, it's a bit quieter than usual. I'm sorry about that. I actually can't really do anything about that. Because it's maxed on both things. So I'm getting a pretty good crossroads here. I'm just kind of cruising. I'm very distracted here. I'm watching YouTube on the second monitor. I'm vibing out. So as I said, this was between 2 classes that I had and like a really long break in between them. JX, you did it. You joined the tournament. Oh, let's go. Let's go. JX, I'm kind of cooking. I did a bit of Watcher Knights practice. Light, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. I appreciate that. Hope you enjoy your emotes. Yeah, so I was just vibing. I was doing early game. At this point, I wasn't too bothered. I was just kind of, I wasn't even expecting to like get any runs. I was just like, I'm a bit too lazy to do like actual practice, so I'm gonna do a run for practice. So this crossroads was pretty alright. I think it's like a 3302 or something. Hey Aquantis. Sorry, a 332. What am I talking about? A 3302. Did I just spoil the final time? Was that a Freudian slip, anyone? Oh, damn, that's good. It actually isn't the final time. Is this a 32? It might be. I might be baiting you in the stream title by implying I'm still doing run attempts for 32, when this, in fact, is already a 32. You won't know that until in about 30 minutes. Then you'll know. But yeah, pretty solid crossroads. I was vibing going into Mound. Just doing some movement. Luckily, we didn't get an 18th spit in this one, which was super nice. Because, you know how last stream went? It was crazy. Hi, Vex. Second spit Balder, you'd love to see it. This one had another crazy event, RNG-wise. A Quantus, though. Which I think is hilarious. You'll see when we get there, because... because it might be like one of the funniest RNG events of all time. I got a bit scammed by one thing in this run, and I think you'll notice it when we get there. So, I don't know. I won't say pay close attention, because you'll notice it even if you're just squinting at the screen, because it's pretty obvious. This is 1221. Yeah, so pretty solid early game in general. I was just vibing out. Was watching YouTube. I thought it was Menderbug. Also, did you see in Leps 3146 with the Fury route, he got Menderbug and no one even commented on it because the run itself was so impressive that no one paid attention to Menderbug. Holy. That's good. That's so good. Absolute cinema even. I got Menderbug in my 3146 and no one mentioned it. Damn. Maybe Menderbug is guaranteed on 3146. That's crazy. That's kind of a crazy coincidence, actually. Like, kind of for real? With it being 1 in 50 or whatever? Maybe Menderbug saves time, or Menderbug loses time. Imagine that maybe before Menderbug showed up, it was, you know, on pace to be at 31:44, and then Menderbug showed up, just to mess with the runner's psyche, get him a little bit caught off guard. You thought about that? If you see Menderbug, he steals 2 seconds. Exactly. That's what he uses to build the sign, chat. Look at that, very nice. In general, very solid green path as well. I'm pretty happy with my early games. They always suck when I stream, but when I do offline runs, they're pretty clean. And I think I'm getting to the level with any percent. May I ask why your first hits on the mini moss chargers are up slashes, whereas the last one is not? The reason for that is because when you do an up slash, you don't get nail knockback. And that way we can walk alongside the moss knight, or sorry, the moss charger, and keep damaging it. Because if we slash it normally, it's gonna get thrown to the left, and we're gonna get thrown to the right. So then we detach. Why not all three? Because it does speed up slightly. And on the last one, you don't take, because when you kill it, it doesn't do knockback to you. So you can do a front slash on the last one, just to catch it. How are you motivated to do runs off stream? This run, this attempt right here that you're watching, was fueled by pure boredom. So JX, I have a weird schedule on Thursdays. Also, look at that missed fireball. I have a weird schedule on Thursdays where I have a 3-hour break between my classes. So I was just, YOLO, I'm gonna take the bike home, and I'm gonna do a run of any percent, because I'm so bored, because I was just sitting around. Also, look at that nice early game pace. Can we talk about that? That's good. A 749 is pretty darn great, isn't it? Yeah, so I went home and then I PB'd. And I was like, I'm the coolest person of all time. And then I just went back to class like nothing happened. I felt like kind of on top of the world. Also, chat, I was talking about the last stream that I was like a little disappointed without how the world record history video was doing. I was so wrong. You were so right that I just needed to wait for it to cook a little bit. Holy man. I've been looking at my YouTube my YouTube analytics recently. Oh my god, this movement, I forgot about this. Oh fuck, man. Yeah, it's kind of cooking. It's kind of cooking. It's did you know it beat the fluke video finally, chat? It beat the fluke video finally. PB is posted on Discord, so the prediction is kind of unfair. Those who know. Yeah, it beat the fluke video in views, and I haven't mentioned it. It was posted. No, you can keep the prediction. It's fun. I don't know. Whatever. Well, now you removed it. I guess that's more fair. It's dead. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. What's the best category to start speedrunning? I would recommend any percent NMG or all skills NMG. They're both on the shorter side, so they're a bit more approachable. All skills is a little bit easier to pick up. Oh no. The fucked up mantis control. That's how the pace goes, chat. Just like that, I was back down to -1. Who's Jeff? It's Jeremy. Jeremy's the mantis youth. No, that was my fault, chat. Yeah, the meme categories are also good because they're even shorter. I love the video. I'm really glad. Yeah, the comments have been super kind on the video. I'm glad people are enjoying it. It was fun to make. It was a fun challenge for myself to try to work on something a little bit more ambitious and like long. I guess. Oh, the movement. Oh, it's bad. Avert your eyes, chat. Avert your eyes. See, that's I just needed to put a little bit of time save. Shame what Lep did right after. What do you mean shame? That's awesome. You know? What do you mean shame what he did? More like, holy shit, he's so cool. And that's like the least bad thing that could happen, because now I have a free sequel. Yeah, exactly, chat. Tune in 6 months for the Fury Route Revolution follow-up. I'll probably let it sit a little while before I make a follow-up. Because, well, you need some history to build up. I can't just do it the second someone gets a new world record with the new route. Because it's not meant to be like a speedrun news kind of thing. It's meant to be like a speedrun catalog kind of thing. I don't know. Does that make sense? That movement, this entire segment, chat, terrible. Yeah, I think I'm waiting for the 30, exactly. And then I'm gonna do it, like, pretty in-depth on the new route. So I think even with, like, 2 or 3 world records, you could make a video that's, like, 40 minutes in length and actually explain stuff. Like, in-depth. Because the thing with the world record history was, oh, this entire segment is shit. The thing with the world record history is that you have to be very surface level to like catch people up. And even then I got a few comments that I think were good, where they were basically like, oh, as someone who's not familiar with Hollow Knight, I still felt a bit lost, so I would have liked a little bit more explanations. Which I think is fair, and I think they're probably right. Also, the Shade Fireball, I just didn't give a shit. And the 1/, he's goated. The person in the animal well video might be Scurry. It's probably Scurry. I don't know what I have to do with animal well. What is the person's role in the video? I would be very surprised if I was in the making of Animal Well documentary, given that I have nothing to do with that game and have not even played it. I do want to watch that though. Is it on YouTube? I would love to watch that. That sounds like a rad spending of my afternoon today. Also, my voice is a little bit less dead today. Can you hear the difference? Yes, last stream I was like awful. Anyway, chat, depending on what, regardless of what time save this PB that you're witnessing is. Oh, I messed up. Look how bad this run is. I messed up the Dreamer dash as well. The Dream dash. But the rest of Dream Plats were pretty smooth. I'm getting a lot more consistent at this. I used to be like a big Dream Plats thrower. And then I ended up behind. I ended up behind. That being said though, chat, leave your guesses for what time this PB is in chat. Drop your ponderings. Also, can someone go in? And the wall cling storage. Wahoo! 33:16. You think I did a 3-second PB? At least a minute. Also, Prit is on like crazy pace right now. Holy. He's like 26 seconds ahead at Nightmare Lantern. I'm blessing his run. Seeing the title, this run is definitely not a 32. Unless I was fooling you. You know, that's definitely a possibility. I am known to be a little bit silly, to be fair. Look at that good movement, by the way. I always mess up this room, but I did it really well in this run. Yeah, chat, this could be a 32. You don't know that. Maybe I got another PB past the one I posted on Discord. It's not a 32 because it's a 31. Oh, that's Gore Brain. Holy. You're on another level. Me when it's not a 32 because it's a 35. Because the run dies 3 times to Umu. Oh, man. Oh. Oh, so this movement was shit. I gotta work on my chandelier. Oh, and I missed the spike pogo. It's so miserable. Didn't you say you got a 32 in the world record history? Yeah, because I recorded that script 2 weeks ago, and then I got sick a week, and I couldn't grind speedruns because I was too busy working on the video. So whenever, instead of re-recording the voiceover, I added like a bunch of text when I said that. That was like, I didn't actually get a 32 yet, but I'm close, so you should watch my stream. Also, that's Chandelier Gold. Oh, man. Oh, man. Really, that's Chandelier Gold. That's so funny. Oh, no. That was so bad. Also, look at this crusty-ass Watcher Knights fight. I like you pronounce chandelier as chandelier instead of chandelier. Okay, Sia. That's a ghoul. a mage. Oh, look at this fight. Look at this fight. Swedish people would normally say it correctly with their accent. Yeah, I guess I overcorrected. Guess I overcorrected. Also, that's like kind of close to my gold. Oh man, my PB is bad. It's bad. Sloren, thank you for the 54 months. Holy cinema. Yeah, this run is kind of cinema, to be honest. I'll give you that. That's true. Look at that perfect, like, U in the splits. That could be a Graphy Cat. Next PB is gonna have a goated Watcher Knights fight now that your third eye has been unlocked. Okay, here's the lore of today, chat. An hour before I started stream, so like an hour and a half ago, I sat down to do some speedrun warm-up because I had nothing else going on. And I stumbled upon a conversation that Marcus was having with May, I think. That was May. Yeah, that was May. May and Alan. There was a few people in the conversation. Where Marcus sent, like, their Watchers practice footage. Because they're, like, really good at Watcher Knights. It's, like, one of the comm subs they held for a while, I think. Also, nice Walkling storage. You love to see it. I looked at that footage for, like... I watched maybe 2 or 3 fights. And then I was like, oh, I could do that. And then I went and practiced Watcher Knights. I was doing the fight like 5-6 seconds faster on average. Oh, it really is that easy. You don't even need to practice yourself. You can just watch someone else do it, chat. I bet you're all getting worse at Hollow Knight by watching me. You should watch someone who's good at the game, because it actually, you do absolutely just copy that by osmosis. That's funny. Yeah, you kind of just absorb it, you know? Copy and pasted. I mean, my fights are much slower still, but you know. You're the reason I have self-esteem issues. You copied my username. Other blue. Don't pretend you're not. Come on. You can't hit me with that one. You were blue first? Okay, yeah, because you're older than me, but like... you changed your username to Other Blue. Was it? It was something else before that, right? You changed it when you joined and became active here. Yeah. That's not my fault. Also, nice right side rafters. I wasn't even paying attention. But I see, the thing is, I'm not tense about this because it already happened. I envy you. I watch people like Fireborn and I'm still shit at the game. See, I also watch Fireborn and I'm also still shit at the game. So you know what? Maybe we both blame Fire and call it a day. Instead of getting better. How does that sound? Do we have a deal? Oh, Libby, I'm really glad you liked it. That's awesome. Yeah, people have been saying they really enjoy that one, which I'm glad, because I worked on it for many, many, many weeks. I cannot speedrun no matter what I do. Trust me, you just gotta do some practice. You're gonna get there. I also sucked at the game when I started, and so did all of the top runners now. Except for Nebula, I'm fairly sure he was just born that way. I need some evidence to the contrary to prove Nebula's case wrong. But everyone else... Alright, the lantern split was a little bit bad in this PB. And so was the crystal peak. You're gonna see like kind of a miserable crystal peak. Well, it wasn't that bad, but I was trying to do some new cycles that I wasn't really confident with. And I kind of fucked them up. Shout out Scurry. Whoop! And missed the walkling storage somehow. Nebula is actually a spider. Close. That's Hornet Silk Song. Try again tomorrow. And then I went for the Pogax. And the Pogax did not go well. Oh, man. Oh, the PB pace. Oh, but I saved it. I still lost like probably 5 seconds there. That one was kind of painful. But you know what, chat? You do need a little bit of tension in the run, right? Because otherwise it would have been too free. That was atrocious, yeah. And it wasn't even... Oh, and then I got God Pixel, and then I messed up God Pixel. Mid-particle. It was like, oh man. And I was on a pretty good pace. You know how this PB had a bunch of time save later? Like, I was on a pretty solid 32 pace up until now. Because there was like, how much time save did I have on Umu? I got like 2 extra long attacks in PB. It was atrocious. And then this movement was also terrible. Like, Crystal Peak was just like, oh, you know? It was a little painful. I was struggling a little bit. But you know what? You do need to leave some time save for next run. Because, you know, if I just got like a perfect run, then, you know, there wouldn't be a stream. I wouldn't know what to do today. I would probably just log on and play Balatro. Which a lot of you have actually been asking me to do on stream a few, you know, recently. And I finally got good at Balatro, chat. I got E20 the other day. And that was like, oh, lost 7 seconds. It's Jover. It was like terrible. My gold is also very bad in this segment. This run is actually... I can't speak. This run is actually a 56-34 because it has a quick Balatro break post Umu. Can you try to get E32 in Balatro? I can do that. Alright, anyway. Then I went to do Umu. And here's the first, like, also I got fucked over right there by the C-dash glitch. And this one. And I was like, oh man, it's over. Oh, it's over, man. You enter, you're not even in Fog Canyon, you're already on 3 HP, and you're like, fuck. So I was like, okay, well, I'll play it. I'll die to Umu, but whatever, right? Don't walk before the C-dash. And I hard fell there. Oh, this segment was so bad, chat. It was so bad. You know, I'm adding a lot of dramatic tension into this run just by being shit at the game. This is why you should be watching the Blue SR stream, everyone. You get a nice story, you know? There's a... And then I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go for the Walkling storage. Then I don't get the Walkling storage. Pedal, thank you for the 38! Then I do the damage tank. Okay, so at this point, I'm entering Umu on 2 HP, chat. I'm like, shit, man. What do I do? Druid, thank you for the 6 months. I'm like, shit, man. What do I do here? So I had enough soul so I could do a heal on Umu. That's 2 fasts. Very nice. Right? And then, you know, the first cycle. Very nice first cycle. And then I do the first cycle. And now it becomes a little sketchy. I miss a dream nail. I'm like, oh no, man. It's over. And I don't have any health. I'm like, shit, man. Okay. So I get the other dream nail. I go over. And I get another dream nail. And now I'm like, oh, please tell me this works. Look at this shit. Actually insane save. Actually insane save. That's kind of gnarly. And then I mess up the Walkling storage. That one's kind of gnarly. And just like that, we're back 13 seconds ahead. And look at my sum of best, chat. Look at the best possible time. There's still a lot of time saved. This is, in its current state, a 32 pace. Like, with the current time save, we were on pace for like a 33.06 or something. But at this current state, I'm like, I lock in, I can get a 32. Also, the game capture is like obscene with my game. Like, everything is like, looks like a bad PNG. Are you seeing that? Everything has like a little square around it on this patch. That's so funny. All of the particles. I wonder what an abbreviation of ultraviolet is. The handy speedrun grab. Oh, that one's good. That one's good. That one's good. Oh, I love those memes. They're so silly. The humble, whatever. Slightly awkward movement here. Good brain rot. Exactly. See, we're on the same brainwave. Exactly. At this point, I'm like, I can 32 this if I get a good Queen's Gardens. And don't mess up Den. So I'm like, okay. Immediately mess up. Oh, chat, oh. And then I get first try QGA. So I'm like, okay, well, we'll quit out Den. I guess I locked myself out of the opportunity of doing the non-quit out Den, and I did lose a second there. But I was like, you know what? Face first into a jelly. You know, that's how we roll. Then I dash into this enemy. And at this point, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna quit out anyway. I can be shit at the game. It's fine. As long as I'm shit and fast and not shit and slow. I do like the worst, most risky strat here without any plan. I gotta work on this arena. Because I did that and just kind of sent it. It wasn't meant to, like, work. But it did. So I'm like, okay, you know what? Maybe I'm the best. So I carry on, right? 11 seconds ahead. We're on a 32able pace with the time save in the rest of the run. I'm not really nervous because I'm watching a Northern Lions stream highlight and it's really funny. So I'm not really paying attention to anything about what I'm doing. Which might also be why I'm dashing face first into every enemy in the game. You know? Sometimes you need some content on the second monitor. Yeah, I saw that Ludwig went bald and that he's copying Northern Lion. That's so funny. Ludwig is cool. I caught his first Hollow Knight playthrough the other week. I watched a bit of his stuff over the years. And then I do the movement right there. I was a certified backseater. I was following the backseating rules very accurately. And only offering cryptic advice when prompted to. He was telling him speedrun strats? This is slander. That's not what happened. Didn't Ludwig not really like Hollow Knight? I think he was struggling a little bit at first, because I think the backseating in the chat was really bad. But he said that he enjoyed it more and more as he got more movement options. So I think he kind of turned around on it. Also, saved some time on Den, somehow. That was 0.1 off gold, somehow. So it does seem like he enjoyed it in the end, but I didn't catch the end of his playthrough. And now it's like, oh, I can 32 this, I just need to hit the devout skip. So I go, well, I got a free devout skip. I was like, okay, I didn't even need to do anything. So I carry on, right? I carry on. At this point, I'm like, this is kind of a pace. Holy. And And I actually play a really good den. Look at this. This is like the sort of den you play when you're like kind of good at the game. Which I am not usually. But like I was traversing well. The spiders I did with confidence. And then, you know, comes the final devout. It does back up and wait a little while for some reason. But I'm like, that's okay. The pace? Indeed, I'm telling you. At this point, I'm like, yeah, look at the best possible time. This is a 32. I've got it locked in, chat. I've got it locked in. It's happening. I just gotta do THK. Now remember at the start of the run where I said that there was a point in the run where there was an absolutely funny RNG moment? Foreshadowing is a literary device that blah 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 blah. Uh-oh. You're about to witness... Oh, first of all, that. You're about to witness perhaps the worst THK pattern that anyone has ever gotten without getting a billion parries. You're about to witness an even rarer form of insanely dumb THK throw. And it wasn't even the parries. It was an even funnier one. That is like actually incredibly rare for it to happen. 5 empty jumps? Not quite. But you know, at this pace, at this point, you know, I'm going into THK with like some serious potential here. I'm like, oh man, okay. 17 fountains. Is this live? I did this run yesterday, so we're revealing it now. Anyway, I'm going into THK. I'm like, okay, let's go. This is kind of a pace. I just gotta lock in a little bit. It's a very good pace. This is like, okay, we got a 32 in the bag. And at this point, I was kind of like, damn, I really did this off stream. My chat's gonna be pissed that I didn't get the 32 on stream. Luckily, THK had some help. THK helped me out with that one. Anyway, I want you to pay attention to the amount of self-stab attacks THK performs in this fight. So the self-stab is a thing that the boss does once in a scripted fashion, and then it has a very low chance to do the self-stab attack again. In your average fight, it probably doesn't happen again, and maybe you'll get one additional self-stab. Now keep that in mind, and we'll make a counter for the amount of self-stabs that THK performs in this fight. You know, so far, also a missed fireball there. That was kind of on me. You know, at this point, I'm like, maybe I need to practice THK. But, you know, I was hitting my doubles. You get 1 or 2 quite often. Yeah, 1 or 2 is, like, normal. But, like, more than that is crazy. Also, some parry action, just because why not? You know, hitting the doubles. Here comes the second phase. Alright, so this one doesn't count. This one's the scripted one. Now pay attention to this, chat. 1 additional self-stab. That's 1. Alright? Keep count, keep count. That's 1. There's 2. Oh, man. There's another. That's 3. And here comes a scream skip. I'm on 1 HP. I can't do anything. There comes another. That's 4. Oh man. And I lost like, oh, look at the timer. Oh man, self-stabs are bad. When the boss stabs itself, chat, it takes 1 damage from all sources. Brother, that THK fight, are you serious? That pattern! That's
Are you
past
joking?
me. Man, really? You're gonna give me what, 7 self-stabs? Holy. Holy man. Well, it's a PB. Yay me, I suppose.
Yay, past me.
Yeah, so that was the PB
That's so
chat.
silly.
I got a 33-11.
Oh,
I lost
no.
18 seconds to THK.
That's very silly.
I lost 18 seconds to THK. So that was yesterday. That's how that run went. I had the 32 for free, man. That was funny. That was funny. So that was the PB. Do I need to show anything else for the submission? It doesn't need to wait until the main menu in any percent, right? We could stop here and start runs. That could have been a 32. That could have been a 32. You're good? Okay, awesome. That was that run, chat. That was the run I got yesterday. In my 3-hour break in between classes. I guess I'm like weirdly glad that it wasn't a 32. Mostly because getting a 32 on stream would be way more hype. Yeah, Vex, I'll submit that one and my last PB after stream today. Because I need to submit them all so they can get verified so I get the correct seeding for the any percent tournament. So the second I end stream, I can verify those. Alright, now we're in the game, chat. There you go, you see the new PB on timer is right there. The new PB is right there. It is a 33-11. I got it yesterday. And there's a billion seconds to to THK. And a lot in Crystal Peak. And some in Umu. There's time save everywhere, basically. So you got that little bit of past. And now we're gonna do runs. Now I'm live. This is me now, in the now. So, with that run in mind, chat, I'm feeling pretty good about the 32. I think it's kind of free at this point, honestly. I think it's kind of free at this point. So we're gonna start a run. We're gonna go for it. If you want to do an early game prediction, we can do it. Or like a prediction. It's not really early game prediction in any percent. Let's go! Lock in, chat. We're getting the 32 right now. This would technically be 2 PBs in a row if I PB this run. Lock in. Let's go, chat. And yeah, I mentioned, but I did a bit of Watcher Knights practice like an hour ago. I literally unlocked my third eye from watching Marcus's Watcher Knight footage. Like, all I did was watch Marcus's Watcher Knights for, like, 3 minutes, and then, like, literally, I went in and I play the fight, like, on average 4 seconds better each time.